Hello everyone, my name is Vinicius Freitas and I live in Recife, in the northeast of Brazil. I'm here to convince you once and for all that nothing is impossible. Now, you might be wondering, what is the incredible story of success of this guy? Has he invented a product that will change the world? Has he moved to a poor village to give his life for those who need the most? Or has he conquered a contemplated world? Unfortunately, I must confess that I have not, until now. Even though I'm only an ordinary boy, I faithfully believe that everything is possible, and I simply love to imagine that I'm capable of doing anything. That's why I'm very confident that I will convince you that there are no limits for your dreams if you have passion, patience, and determination. Therefore, I want to prove to you that nothing is impossible. First, I would like to tell you a little story about the most successful invention that has ever been created, human life. 3.5 billion years ago, Earth looked like hell. Torrential rain, subsequent lightning, volcanic activity, and ultraviolet radiation. These were the settings where life began. An organic molecule suffered from the external activities that were taking place on Earth's surface and passed through mutation process until they turned to be organic molecules, so they called amino acids. Thereafter, they formed proteins, which evolved to coagulate, and then to the first living things, the primitive cells, which are responsible for every type of life in the planet, including ours. Essentially, it means that you are the result of billions of years of evolution and development, and you only needed to born to inherit a body with such complex systems and capacities. Can you even realize how improbable life is? Our existence is one of the most impossible things that could ever have happened, but here we are. Now think with me, if you were the impossible, who can tell you what you can or cannot do? According to one of the greatest thinkers in the history of humanity, René Descartes, we cannot trust in our senses, such as touch and vision, because we can be easily deceived by our own minds. Consequently, it means that we do not have the power to affirm that something is impossible, because we cannot know the truth of anything. So, imagine that all that we know was just an illusion. Who could say what is possible or not? Leaving the world of ideas behind and bringing real people stories to prove our thesis through great people like the athletes of the Olympics and the Paralympics, such as Cesar Cielo, who exceeded the limits of the possible and swam 50 meters in less than 21 seconds, or Usain Bolt, who ran 100 meters in less than 10 seconds. But imagine the courage of a guy who had lost the movements of his legs and won the first world award in para-canoe. That was Fernando Fernandes, one of the pearls of the Brazilian team. But what all these athletes have in common is not only the success, but the respect for the sport and the persuasion to look for achieving the maximum of the movements to achieve the excellency. Now that we have agreed that everything is possible, I want to ask you, what are your biggest dreams? Those that you want with all your soul. Personally, my biggest aspiration right now is to study one of the best universities of the world in order to prepare myself to make a difference in making the world a better place. I established this goal when I was 14, and I started to question the meaning of my life. But now, I'm sure that I cannot waste a minute thinking that I cannot do this or that. I must act. And through this path, and to the impossible, I must always count with my friends, because they are those who make it all worth it. Simply, to achieve the impossible, you must be insatiable and hopeful and always try to become the best version of yourself. Thank you.